All right, what's up, Bean Apple Nation? Joe, John, and Jim, we are back again twice a week for our prediction shows. We got NFC North. If you missed the last two, we did the AFC West and the NFC West last week. So if you're a fan of those teams, go back, check those out. And always make sure that you like the episodes so they get more attention because they deserve more attention. So, with that, NFC North today again. So, Green Bay, Lions, Vikings, Bears, oh my.
Welcome to the Bean Apple Podcast.
Belichick, I text him all the time. He just doesn't answer.
Somehow got mono. God knows who he was making out with.
Somebody had given me 2 tickets to a check-in, and I had to run into a store. Came out, they broke my window, and they left 4 more tickets.
All right, so last but not least, we've got Green Bay, right? So this is a team that everybody's going to jump on this team for Aaron Rodgers and who he is and what he can do. But in all honesty, for a second straight year, this team got worse. They didn't do much last year. And this year, who'd they bring in? Randall Cobb? What is he, 56 years old? Like, that's not a big addition. So they lost Corey Linsley, who's now down in Alex's neck of the woods, protecting Justin Herbert. Christian Kirksey, and they lost Jamal Williams, their backup running back. 3 big players right there that they lost all over the ball, on both sides of the ball. So, and Eric Stokes was an absolute reach in the first round at cornerback. He went roughly 40 spots ahead of where he was projected to be drafted at. That usually doesn't work out very well. And then the one I did like was Amari Rodgers coming from Clemson. A nice wide receiver there, and I am excited to see a Rodgers to Rodgers touchdown, especially since it's spelled the same exact way. That's going to be fun and confusing. And they're going to be like, did he pass it to himself? But it's going to be a fun one. But I say that, and I say that with all respect for Rodgers, because that's the big question is the two of them, him and Adams. They're 2 players that don't want to be there. They're 2 players that really want to make a statement. What are they going to do this year? That's what I'm waiting to see. They're both going to want to go off. They're both going to, look at Rodgers was pissed off last year with just drafting Jordan Love. Now he doesn't want to be there. Adams doesn't want to be there. They're going to make their case that whoever needs to pay up to get them at all costs. So they're going to play lights out. I do feel like the team got worse. And next year, when Aaron Rodgers is gone and it's Jordan Love's team, we're going to be talking about a 5-win team. That's how drastic of a drop-off it's going to be, and how bad this team actually is when you look at it. Without Adams and without Aaron Rodgers on that team, they're not a good team. This is not a good football team. So Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and he keeps it afloat, just like Brady did in New England with players that had no business being as good as they were. So I'm not saying they're going to be bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I'll give you mine in a second.
So Matt LaFleur is 26-6 since he started coaching Green Bay. And I was just going to bring that up. A.J. Dillon, Boston College, the guy's legs are the size of my waist. The guy's a monster. So I think they got a pretty good backup.
I wish used him, though. Well,
and you probably won't see him much again this year with Jones, but that's all right. I think A.J. is going to give him a little bit of help. Yeah. So, I look at the contract that a young man in Buffalo just signed a couple days ago, and he's getting paid $40+ a year. 40+.
Yeah.
So this is an audition for Rodgers and Davante Adams to say, I want 50 a year, and Davante is probably going to want 20, 22. And if they both choose to stay in Green Bay, that's how much it's going to cost Green Bay to keep them. Quite honestly, it's just going to end up that way. I think Green Bay goes to another NFC championship. I don't know if they're going to beat Tampa or not, but I think they're going to be right there again. That team is the same as last year. Technically, if Rodgers would have crawled into the end zone looking at Green Bay going to the Super Bowl last year and probably beating Kansas City anyways, because I think their O-line was completely decimated. I mean, I don't think Green Bay has the same type of defense, but they played pretty damn good. I mean, they got weapons all over the place. Robert Tonyan is he going to be the one, or is it going to be Mercedes Lewis this year? Who knows? I mean, again, they make great, decent receivers look great. It's just what Rodgers does. Mm-hmm. But I think you're going to see Davante Adams. I mean, nobody could stop him last year, and they knew he was throwing it to him. What he had 17 touchdowns last year or something. And if you look at their schedule, it's not a tough schedule, man. I mean, I'm looking at the San Fran game's going to be probably a flip. They play Kansas City, that's going to be a flip.
But they've got some serious games.
I don't see it. I see the Rams, Cleveland, and probably there's Baltimore too. So, but the first half, I'm not seeing it. Not for Green Bay. I mean, we're talking elite team here. I'm not going to say that somebody like I don't know, Washington is going to even give them a fighting chance. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. I won't say my record yet, but I have them probably being pretty close to the number one seed. I think Tampa's going to have it, to be quite honest, and that's why I'm kind of worried about my pick with Detroit, because I think Tampa's going to be ahead at the last week of the season, and they don't play head to head, so there's no there's no tiebreaker game for them. It's going to be division, and I think they both play in fairly weak divisions. So, but I do think Tampa's going to be the one.
That is curious. How do they not play head to head?
They don't.
They were both first place.
They were.
So you're supposed to play the first place, the equivalent team from each of your divisions. So,
they got
each division within the conference. So why are they playing New Orleans?
Because New Orleans came in first.
Did they win the division?
Tampa was
right.
New Orleans won. New Orleans won. Yeah.
Yep. Never mind.
Yeah.
They lucked out.
I do as well, Alex. I think Green Bay has the second, but I think it's Tampa's. I mean, I don't think Tampa's going to go undefeated. I think that's absurd for anybody. We're not even talking about them, but I think Green Bay is going to be second. There's just no one else in the NFC to me that are on the same level as Tampa and Green Bay.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and we've talked about you've seen over the last how many years with Rodgers, it doesn't matter what running back they throw in there. They pull in guys out of nowhere and they perform. Right? They get these 18-yard runs. He throws to guys that you never heard of. They get open. He puts it right where only they can catch it. Back shoulder, sideline passes. He's throwing the ball, but while the guy's still in his route, it's just, he makes everybody better. He makes the team better. So to me, it's not even about he needs a team of superstars. It doesn't matter. As long as the guy has a uniform on, he's going to get the ball to him. He's going to make the play happen. So I agree too. Obviously, they've run away with the division. I think they're right in the NFC game again. I have them. I have them a little better than last year. But to give you a little hint there, and maybe I'll be the over on this one, as opposed to being on the under. But he's exciting.
Jim, will you talk to your brother? Seriously, please talk to your brother.
I don't know what he's talking about.
There is only one bye week.
This is why no one takes you serious, Michael.
But think about that comment, though. I mean, Aaron Rodgers reminds him of Zach Wilson, not Zach Wilson reminds him of Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is striving to be Zach Wilson.
I love it. God, Jets fans. Yep. Oh, God, the Jets fans this year. We're going to win again. It's like when I lived down in Arkansas, and every year is the Hogs year, and every year they won 3 games. They beat Vanderbilt, like Western Lafayette State in Louisiana, and then they pull off a lucky one against Texas A&M or something. But
nice A&M.
Yep. I think, Alex, I think there's only one.
Is there one
this week in the playoffs or this year, just like last year? I thought they lowered it to 1 bye because they expanded the playoffs. So now the number 1 seed gets the bye, and then the other 4 teams play it out.
Right, and they added a week to the regular season too. So you can't go that. What are you going to go into March?
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but that's okay.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Right.
All right,
And-
shoot.
and-
What are your numbers there? Give us
Yeah.
numbers.
Well, Michael does make a great point. This is the best time to be a Jets fan because it's all downhill.
It
in
really
about
is.
These
in
couple
about
of
3
weeks.
weeks. But in about 3 weeks, things start getting
Yeah.
dark. All right. So Green Bay,
That's a shame.
I've got them rounding out at 15-2.
Wow.
Rodgers
Do
is going to
you?
carry it.
I thought I'm gonna have to rewind the tape here. I thought he said he knocked them all over the place. They're not that good, and this
That's what
somehow,
I heard.
I thought I don't know. It's my Yeah.
I said the team's not that good. Aaron Rodgers is, just like Brady was into
okay.
it. Yeah, that team without Aaron Rodgers, I believe, is a 5 or 6 win team. With Aaron Rodgers, it's a 15 win team. He is
Wow.
that good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I almost have to agree with you there. I don't have him going. Agree partially. Hold on. Agree.
He
partially.
almost has to.
He almost has to agree with me.
Almost. I have to say that, so I don't want people thinking that I do agree with you, Joe. That would be insane.
A Pats fan agreeing with a Jets fan.
I know. Well, just this time of year. So I have them going 14-3. I didn't realize, God, for whatever reason, I must have missed that Baltimore game there. But again, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's on another level. That team's on another level. You know, Matt LaFleur is going to have 40 wins, you know, in the regular season, I think, in 3 years, which is pretty insane. And not 40. Hold on. 10. What's that? 26. Yeah, 40. 40 wins if they win 14 games this year. So, I mean, just an incredible record in 3 years. So, and I see him vying for the NFC Championship. I don't know if they can beat Tampa, but boy, it's going to be fun to watch again. That's for damn sure. If it ends up like that.
Yeah, and don't think for a second that Rodgers isn't thinking about every night when he lays down, he should have ran that ball in.
Yes.
Every game he's going to play from now on is going to be, if it's not open, I'm taking off.
I'm running.
I'm getting every yard I
running.
can.
Yep.
I'm winning every game. I should have been in the Super Bowl. There's no doubt about it. He jammed that ball into Devontae, into the goal line, and lost it. He blew it. He blew it. And to me, he has to turn it around this year just for that reason. And
It has to launch you, right? I mean,
oh my God,
to be the quarterback, the MVP, and you're 4 yards away on second down, and third down, you had 2 shots from the 4, and you could have ran both of them in. He has to go back and watch that and be like, what? Why didn't I pick up 2 yards each time? And just
that's right.
I can't.
See, now I understand why the leadership in Green Bay didn't want him.
Because he didn't run it in.
Terrible.
He blew it. He blew it.
Can't count on him.
No,
I mean, he
he's
has only-
unreliable.
He is 1 for 5 in championship games. So
And he's
there you
only
go.
won one Super Bowl.
yeah.
But he has one.
He has one. You are correct.
So so we got a tie here.
Uh-oh.
What did you say, John?
14-3, sir.
That's not what I said. 15-2.
Oh,
15
Ding, ding,
and
ding,
two.
ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
15-2.
Nice.
I got Kansas City, and I think there'll be another game in there that'll be a toss up, a last minute turnover, lose the game. Could it be the 49er game? Maybe.
got some tough
Ravens
ones in
in there. Yeah, there's a couple. There, even the Rams. Could somebody just
The
upset
Browns.
them? Yeah, could there be just
Minnesota
an
always
upset in
beats
there?
them, though. Minnesota
Yeah,
always
this
beats them
game's-
every
yeah,
year. It's kind of like the Patriots and
Even back to
Dolphins.
Brett Favre when he was there.
Yes,
They,
yes.
they would play in Minnesota. They couldn't win.
They couldn't win in Minnesota for whatever
No.
reason. Minnesota and just like you, Jim, I got Kansas City. I got a Minnesota game, and then I get another one like a San Fran. Maybe like a Cleveland. They slip up. Baltimore. I think they're better than them. It's just when you start going on the road, and if I remember right, they go to Baltimore and San Francisco. That could be potentially pretty tough. But they also got the Rams too, so you don't know how the Rams are going to be. But
get some bad weather game or something, and slop, snow. Who knows?
Yep, and those are my 3 losses. So
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch up there for sure. I can't wait to see what Rodgers is actually going to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is going to be his opus, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't talk all of what I guess lack thereof speak, but you can't act this way and not ball out. I mean, he's got to just light it up, make his MVP year look like somebody's regular year type of thing. He has to play that way. That's kind of where it's stacked right now. So we'll see.
So Joe, go ahead, John.
But no, I was just going to ask, do you potentially see this being one of the worst divisions in football?
Outside of the NFC East?
But I mean, seriously, I mean, I honestly think the AFC South is going to be, especially with Wentz going down. But I mean, this could potentially be one of the worst divisions in football, depending on how Minnesota is. I don't think the Bears are going to be very good. It's just going to be, I think it's going to be very ugly football.
I mean, historically, if you measure them all up, this has to be traditionally one of the worst.
Yes.
Right? I mean, as a whole. I mean, you'll have one team that'll be good. The other three are just in a cellar.
Right.
They're never, is how many times are they over 500?
True.
Yeah.
One or two, maybe.
You did have, a couple fluke years with it was a couple years ago, well, not a couple, quite a bit, 12 years ago probably, when the Bears went to the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning and Devin Hester took that opening kickoff back like 101. Yeah, with sexy Rexy Grossman there quarterbacking it.
How did that happen? You think about it. How the hell did that happen?
Him and Kyle Orton led that team to the Super Bowl against
so
Peyton
gross.
Manning. So they had that, and then the Dante Culpepper years up in Minnesota, they were pretty competitive.
Randall Cunningham, he went 14-2 that one year up there. So
right. I mean, he had Chris Carter and Moss. Dante had, right? I mean, they were lighting it up, and Peterson and
AP,
Adrian, right?
Yeah, it was a
they had a team
that they had,
people eaters,
but they just can't ever win.
So what did you have, Joe? What was your 1 to 4? Obviously, Green Bay.
What was
2?
2. The
really
Bears.
Okay, that's
8 and 9. Minnesota 6 and 11. Lions 2 and 15.
And John, what'd you have?
Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit.
So you're the same as me. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I had too.
Nice.
All right. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up the NFC North. So we'll be back with the AFC North on the other side.
Which should be a good one.
That's going to be a fun one to break down.
That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be kind of tough.
When we
I'm
go
looking
from
forward
this
to that
division,
one.
we go from this division to that one with a Bengals team that's no longer a laughing stock in football. I mean, that's going to be interesting. We have to see if Justin wants to come on, talk about his Bengals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me reach out. Let me reach out to him.
But yeah, definitely going to be a fun, hard fought division again, the NFC North. But yeah, we'll do it again on Thursday. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for chatting. Alex, Michael, thank you for always showing up. Travis, if you're still here, please, if you're watching this afterwards, hit that subscribe button. Please continue to help us grow. Set that bell to all and make sure you come back Mondays and Thursdays as we continue to ramp up for the season. So with that said, for John, for Jim, I'm Joe. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Yep.
Peace.